5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, brothers? Welcome back to the best channel on YouTube. If you like the content, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you don't like the content, go ahead and hit the like button, sub to the channel, and beat it. Now in tonight's video, I'm going to be talking about the myth of good girls, bad girls, Awalts, nice guys, poon slayers, alphas, betas, and everything else. Now I want to make this video because this would be the best advice that I could give myself when I first started dating. Oh yeah, first things first, I get way more views when I put the sunglasses on the thumbnail, so wait, let's do a good pose. Perfect. Okay. Now this would be the best dating advice that I could give to myself when I first started dating. Now I first started dating at the age of 28. You might ask, why did you first start dating at 28 years old? And the reason is because I was in a long-term relationship, or several long-term relationships throughout my late teens, early 20s, and mid 20s. So I didn't experience dating until I was 28. When you're in long-term relationships, you don't really date. Okay, you go out, but it's not dating. You're not getting experience in dating. So when I was 28 years old, I found myself newly single. I had a great income. I lived by myself, and I knew that I wanted to try out all different types of women because I never really had the chance to previously. So I found myself in this pattern, I guess you could call it. I found myself taking women out on dates. You know, dinner and movies, nightclubs, sometimes concerts or, you know, events, you know, typical dates. I was taking women out on dates. And one thing that I discovered was when I was taking women out on dates, that's basically the furthest that I was getting. Okay, I was taking women out on dates and we would part our separate ways. It's like I was making no progress. But another thing that I noticed, another pattern that I found myself going down was on my way home after these dates, I would go through an entirely separate list of women. These were my freaks. So I was going on dates with my good girls, and then I had my bad girls, you know, my freaks. Now you might ask yourself, why would a man have one list of women that are good girls and another list of women who will drop to their knees and suck his dick at the drop of a dime, at the drop of a drawers? Now, I was a little bit confused at the time too. And I was starting to wonder, why am I not making any progress with these women, but I'm getting all the sex I want from these women without even putting any effort into them? And guys, it took me a long time to figure this out, and it shouldn't be this difficult. But when you're going through it, it just is. Now, this was long before I knew what the red pill was, or the manosphere was, or, you know, any of those websites, the Return of Kings, or, you know, whatever those things were. This was long before I knew about any of that stuff. So I was kind of figuring things out on my own, or in other words, some of you might say blue-pilled, whatever. Anyways, as I was trying to dig deeper into why this was happening, you know, I started to kind of watch my freaks, you know, my bad girls. And I was watching their Snapchats and their social medias, and I started to realize that these bad girls were going on dates with other men, you know. They were going out to the dinner and movies. They were going out to the bars and the nightclubs and the concerts and the events and all sorts of different things. So I started to, really think a little bit deeper, and I realized, well, they were being good girls for these other guys and being stone cold sluts for me. And then I have these other girls over here on this side that are being good girls for me. The other part of this equation, I'm starting to figure things out. Maybe that means that these women are being stone cold sluts for other men. You know what I'm saying? And, I can't speak for all of them, but in most cases that happened to be the truth. I started to, really wonder, why is this happening? Why am I taking these women out on dates and wasting all my time doing this and then sleeping with other women, and they're all doing the same thing to me behind my back? And I know this sounds a little bit outrageous, but it's the honest to God truth. That was what my dating life looked like. And I think there's a lot of people out there, especially, single people that are out there, having their fun. That's kind of what their dating lives look like as well. So I want to help you guys. Now, the truth of the matter is, if you ever want to figure this out for yourself, ask a woman what turns her on, whether it be in the bedroom or just in general, because it's the same thing. And 999.9 out of 1,000 of them are going to say they like a man that takes charge, right? Especially in the bedroom. They're going to say they like a man who takes charge. Now, what that means, if you read between the lines, is it means she wants to follow your lead, okay? And that's what I started to realize about my dating life. So I was basically being a nice guy, kind of a beta, with, the women I was really interested in. And I was taking them out on dates, and I wasn't making any progress, but the reason for this is because I was being a nice guy, so they were kind of projecting that back on me by being good girls. You know what I'm saying? And, it could be several different reasons. Maybe they don't want to, they think if we get sexual, then I'm going to get what I want and I'm going to leave, or, who knows what it might have been. But regardless, they were basically just following my lead. And the other women over here, the freaks, the bad girls, they were also following my lead. I was basically just hitting them up when I wanted sex, and they were basically using me just as a dick appointment. So, whatever. That was my dating life. But it took me a long time to realize that these women were all just following my lead. The ball was in my court the whole time. Whatever I wanted, I could have. And I think the same holds true. I really believe that the same holds true with all of you men out there. You know what I'm saying? And this is the difference between the mindset of an alpha male and a beta male. An alpha male takes charge of his life, takes extreme ownership of whatever it is he wants to accomplish, and he finds a way to get it done. A beta male will kind of give up. And a lot of you guys out there probably fall in this category. All of you guys are going to say, well, I'm too ugly to get a girl. Yeah, if you say you're too ugly to get a girl, guess what? Women are going to follow your lead, and they're going to say, yeah, you're too ugly to get a girl. Okay, if you say you're, too whatever, you're not worth dating, women are going to follow your lead, and they're going to say you're not worth dating. If you say, well, I just end up in the friend zone all the time, well, you're going to end up in the friend zone because they're going to follow your lead, okay? Yeah, I think you get the point by now. So anyways, what I'm trying to tell you guys is the number one way to have the best dating life that you can possibly have, the best life in general that you can possibly live, is to take ownership, take charge, and be a man. Even though society is going to tell you that's toxic and you're not supposed to be a man, LFA is going to tell you, be a man. Now I hope this video was somewhat insightful, somewhat useful. I'm a little bit tired, so my words might not be at their best, at their finest right now. But I hope I got the message across, and I hope this video was entertaining and informative. That's all I have for tonight, guys. LFA signing out.